Watch out, fam. See the Maverick Cruise and a whole of steady meds. And I'm a shades, you know, no mind. I beg permission for us to wear my shades because the glare kind of beat me more time based on the angle of the sun. You see me? But it don't affect the brain though. And the ability for all of focus and a meds. And here a reminder to them now. The World Championship's done. The next big sporting thing for the big World Cup qualifying series with Jamaica in the final round. We actually have one foot in the World Cup final if you ask me. I remember saying the soup group this, you know. Trinidad, Curacao and Bermuda. And we box with two of them already, 6 points maximum. And then now we have another window coming up in October. And then one more window after that in November. At the end of that, we're supposed to enter the World Cup. We don't want to count with chickens before the egg them hatch. But if you understand, you know, the dynamics, the power dynamics, the quality dynamics between Jamaica and the rest of the team them in the Caribbean, we ought to be at the World Cup. But you know, say going into the World Cup, you know, although me attack with a level of positivity there and confidence, you know, we're going to still need the vibes and the energy and the support and the Jamaican football fans. You see them home game where we play, we need to win all of them. Because when we go down the Caribbean, we don't know what can happen. That's the nature of World Cup qualifying. When you travel away, you're not quite sure what you might encounter. So what teams tend to do is to take care of business at home. And taking care of business at home, a big part of that experience, that journey, and the 12th man are the fans in the stands. Coming out of the World Championship, and we see the vibe and the energy and how the performance of the athletes in Tokyo, how it energizes the sporting public, how it energizes the general population. We just say, yo, make we transfer some of that energy into the Reggae Boys qualification process now. Please and thanks. And you don't know, if qualifying for the World Cup and just bragging rights and beat up chest, you know. Real tangible. Major US dollars are going to flow in the coffers and the JFF. I know enough people have up the JFF in them heart and yeah, you know, say the JFF this and the JFF that and them that. But if you don't support the team and don't give the team the energy, you know, spite the JFF, you spite the football, you spite the nation. And the next generation of football are them people you spite. Some people will beg the energy and if you can go past energy, go past energy, you know. If you can get some more financial support for the program, all the better. But we need a vibe here to qualify that team here to the World Cup here, to help play a part to qualify that team here for the World Cup here. It's a unique football team, you know. Arguably the most unique football team in the entire world. Because it's a Jamaica football team. We have a tendency, in fact the record is there for sure. We tend to get better results away from home, you know. A lot of the team, probably half of the team, them are born in Jamaica. So because of that, our Jamaican home condition is not the most ideal condition. Some of these players will come from abroad playing in more ideal conditions than the national stadium. When them travel overseas, they tend to play in a better pitch conditions, more ideal conditions than we can afford them here at the national stadium. So because our team have so much foreign players when they're born and grow up, played by our surface, when them come and play a lot of the times, it's like them have to get used to the surface like an away player on an away team. Speaking of foreign players, Pammy read the program earlier this week. When I call and make a case, I try to make a case. Say Jamaica fi run down and try to get Mason Greenwood at almost all costs. He even appeal say we must go as far as we get government. We promise him land and promise him this and promise him that. Because this man would be so important to Jamaica's football, not just qualifying for the World Cup, but when we go to the World Cup to help us to be more competitive and try give a good account of ourselves and for additional sponsorship come on board and one bag of nonsense. And when you host a radio program, you know, people, you have to have patience, you know. You know about the patience of Job. I'm Maverick generally is not a very patient dude, you know. But you see that radio program when we do a morning time by X92 FM, the Sports Explosion, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Check it out. And me find myself adapt a certain posture, a certain level of, we don't know, it's just un Maverick like patience. If you listen to some of them nonsense up on the radio, you know. Enough time I bite my lip. And when I say some things where no word if it for radio bird. Anyway, people, when that particular caller called with the police, he said, remember the context of Mason Greenwood, you know. Mason Greenwood get all him Jamaican passport, you know, and was invited to come and play in the previous window, you know. The window was just gone, you know, and turn it down, you know. And subsequent to that, news have come out now, say, him getting the passport never have nothing to do with him being ready and willing to come play for Jamaica, you know. It was more about freeing up some foreign players' cap for him team when he play for in France. And that's what it was all about, you know. So, the Federation literally called Greenwood after chasing him around the block for must about 2 years now. Said him a wait for him to get him passport. If get him passport, was invited to come play for Jamaica and turned down the invite. And by such brethren on the program, I say, we could run him down and beg him some more and offer him land. So man, I'm not shame, you know, man. Eh? Who don't like when some of them man, they look at a woman and the woman reject them, what them do, you know, man. Them man, they sound like some man where we lay down and not dirt and jump in front of truck, make truck lick them down. Eh? Boss, when you get rejected, if you just hug up your rejection, just hug up your rejection, the ball and I want to come play for Jamaica. What we are trying to force the man for? This is something that requires commitment, you know, my boss, and dedication, you know. If your headspace not into it, you know, willingly and really and truly want to play for Jamaica, because Mason Greenwood really and truly want to play for England, you know, people. For those who know the circumstances, there was some domestic abuse case with him and his girlfriend. Him and his wife now have all children, I think a child together now. If he beat up the girl and it did go viral because the girl did do some video of it when he beat her up and because of that he became persona non grata in England. Was one of Manchester United most promising players. Manchester United cut ties with him. England, he must play 1 or 2 games for England. The England national team, so we don't want him again. As some Mason Greenwood come up on the Jamaican radar, you know. As a man that England rejected, you know. And this man obviously harbor thoughts, because he's pretty young, you know, I think him about 23, maybe 24. Him obviously harbor thoughts of, at some point, realizing his dream of playing for England. And because of that, he might try, obviously, delay the Jamaican thing as much as possible. To see if he can screech it through the door and go back and play for England. And another way you could have interpreted it to Jamaica, they're on the cusp of qualifying, you know. As we say, we just have 2 more windows. We win 2 out of the 6 games already. Now, he might well be looking on and say, yo, after Jamaica qualify, me answer the call. But we don't want him them time there. To me, Mason Greenwood for going, you know. Yeah, man, Mason Greenwood for going, man. A good talented youth, but me don't think with a bow and go beneath with dignity, acceptable levels, my boss. If you beg a ball if you come play for your country, you know. It's a country the man that come play for, it's a flag and an anthem the man that come play for, you know. Mason Greenwood for going from Boya, boss. In fact, him name Deboya, for him going from Boya. Me see bigger baller than Mason Greenwood come. Me see Jude Bellingham, where they, in the half season, they are Jamaica vacation. Me never see Mason Greenwood there Jamaica yet. That man have not named Jamaica at heart, people. I think him qualify by virtue of his grandmother. I think he's a Jamaican. That man don't want to play for Jamaica. We want people who want to play for Jamaica. I play for Jamaica. Mason Greenwood, lift up. Lift up. Not invited, not welcome. Not chat about. Guy go on like him better than to play for Jamaica. Lego from Boya. Now beg about to no guy. Jamaican think that. My personal opinion that. All of the circumstances considered. We don't feel beg and bow to no guy, especially this guy. Make it worse than Manchester United didn't come from fire. But beg ball have to play for Jamaica. What to some man? Some man with bow, you know. Yeah, man. Bow for nothing, man. You know, stand up for something, bro. Man don't want to play for Jamaica like you want. Compel the man and beg the man and beseech the man and rub the man. I want to think the call and say forget somebody to rub the man foot. The thing I get dangerous. Then if you're going to rub him foot, where else you will rub me, boss? The man will lift up from Boya. Even if him accept the call up for the next window, in fact, we don't have to call him for the next window. Fire. We don't need Mason Greenwood to qualify for the World Cup. And to qualify for the World Cup, we don't need him. Simple. If you have some pride about it, you know. Someone knows some sellout Jamaican, you know. Anyway, to be honest still, more people disagreed with that caller than agreed with it. Anyway, we have begged somebody track and field vibes. If you just transfer it to the World Cup qualifying process. See? Please and thanks. Or the Maverick look. Cool. In my shades now. That is it, you know. Do remember, do the right thing. Continue to do the right thing. See, now make you go and build up the numbers. Remember, it's only one. Not few. Not few. Not few, not two, not plural. Well, singular. Maverick.